Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here. It is Trashcraft Tuesday today, but this is going to be a slightly different video. I'm not going to be making a project. I'm going to be sharing some recent Happy Mails, op shop hauls. Well, I can hardly call it a haul, but anyway, op shop finds and shopping finds. So it's not all about the trash today, but I'm going to go over the new stuff first and get that out of the way. And then we'll go into the trashy side of things, if you like. So first up, I ordered this before Christmas and it took quite some time to get here. Around about 3.5 weeks, I believe, maybe 4 weeks. It came from Australia, brand new. And I've never had these before, but they were on a super special. Now, if you're familiar with this brand, you'll know exactly what it is. I had never heard of it before, but they were running a really good special and free freight. So free postage from Australia. And I thought, yes, I'm going to give them a go. What are they? They are fingernail wraps, I guess. So I was super impressed. You know, the time for it to arrive, that's fine. It did say when I ordered that the time frame was like 11 to 28 days, and I think it's probably within that I received it, so no issue with that. But the way it's been done, so there's this lovely little card folder, and there's a little nail file and cuticle pusher taped to the inside. There is a beautiful handwritten note on custom stationery. And it is handwritten because you can feel the imprint of the writing. Like, lovely handwritten note. And then we have my order over here, packaged with this beautiful little origami fox. I mean, how sweet is that? So the name of the company is Lily and Fox. So there's this cute little origami fox included. This is what I ordered. So it's called Marbled Elegance nail wraps. Now, I haven't given them a go yet. I'm kind of saving them for some special occasion, I guess. But I was amazed. Like, this only cost me $3.25 New Zealand on special, normally $9.95. I probably wouldn't, to be honest, wouldn't buy them at $9.95 because that's a lot of money for me. I'd rather spend that on crafting. But they sent a free set of a different, this is called Set in Stone. So again, a marble look, but in black and white, or pinky. It's actually got a slight pinky tinge to it, to practice with. I mean, isn't that amazing? So for $3.25, all up, no hidden costs, I got 2 sets, full sets of nail wraps. I mean, that was such a surprise. I certainly wasn't expecting a freebie in there. I wasn't even expecting this freebie of the tools that you use to help put them on. So I was super impressed that the day after I received this, I went straight on back onto the website and ordered a further set, still on sale. And it takes me ages to choose because they have such a huge selection. And because of the sale, a lot of them are sold out, but there's still a huge array to choose from. So if you're in Australia or New Zealand, I'm not sure what the pricing's like for overseas, but thoroughly recommend. I think that what they sent me was just magic. So look out one day. I'm also wanting to grow my nails a little bit, so you know, you kind of get more of a look of the wrap. One day I shall be sporting some wraps. Hopefully I managed to put them on okay. So that's my first purchase. That was, as I said, before Christmas. The day that we went to buy our car, which we weren't intending on buying our car, we went to a shopping centre called Northlands, which we hadn't been to for years. So we thought, oh, we'll have a look. So I went in there and ended up buying a few bits and pieces. I probably won't remember what came from what shop, so please bear with me. It's kind of all mixed up. My husband bought me a couple of headbands. I haven't grabbed those out to show you. You know, they're headbands. So out of my pile here, from a cheap sort of $2 shop that's not $2, if you know what I mean. And here in New Zealand call them $2 shops, but they're not. They used to be, but they're not. So I picked up this pack of 10 sheets of vellum for $8.90. So definitely not $2. But I thought quite affordable compared to some other prices I've seen for vellum. And I thought, I want to play. I haven't played yet, but I can. So there we go. It's 10 sheets of A4 size vellum, 90 GSM, so quite thin. I also picked up one of these. I've got another one of these, and my local $2 type shop used to stock it, and they haven't had it for months. And I kind of treated it quite casually. It's like, oh, they've got it. I've seen it there a number of times, so it's fine. I don't need to stock up, until it got to the point where I haven't seen it for months now. I found this in the shop, and there was only one of it. And when I looked at my receipt, it said limited availability actually on my receipt, my till receipt. And it was dearer than what I've paid for it before. But I just love it. It's beautiful, beautiful brown craft paper, 120 GSM, so quite thick. And it's just gorgeous. So the pad I've got that I've had for quite a while, I use sparingly because obviously it's hard to come by. And it's actually way cheaper than regular craft paper. I don't know why. Maybe because it's recycled? I don't know. But I love it. If you happen to see it, I recommend you grab it because it seems to be very, very like hen's teeth. Okay, I also... Now, where did I buy this? I can't remember. Probably, yeah, Warehouse Stationery. So I bought this at the Warehouse or Warehouse Stationery. Just a grid exercise book. I do my collage calendar in this. So this is my one for last year, which I've got so many gaps in. Like, I actually started this in 2022, back in November. So November 2022, and then in between each month I do a en masse collage, and then December 2022 is done, and then another en masse collage, and that's where it goes to custard. I think maybe there's one other month that's complete or not. Yeah, there's so many gaps, it's ridiculous, and there's some months that haven't even been started. So I'm kind of in two minds as to whether I do it again this year. But I bought myself a book just in case. And if I don't do it, use it for a collage calendar, I'll just coffee dye it and use it as pages and journals. So can't lose with that. What else do we have? In Kmart here in New Zealand, I picked up, no, it wasn't Kmart. Was it Spotlight or Warehouse Stationery? Might have been Warehouse Stationery, actually. It was a shop I hadn't normally been into, so I do believe it's Warehouse Stationery here in New Zealand, but it was one of the branches that I'd never been in before, so that's why I'm a bit confused as to what shop it came from. This watercolour sticker book, 18 sheets. There's 2 sheets of each by Unity, and I just thought it was super pretty. So there's lots of insects and butterflies. Then we have little sayings, positive affirmation style bits and pieces. And we have all these circles, again some positive affirmations and some hearts, and just really lovely watercolor style with some gold. So 2 of those. Then these little mini like journaling spots, almost like list spots, right? You know, you could write lists and things, or little affirmations, positive quotes. Thought they were super fun. Then some like faux washi or washi strips, essentially. This says "Oh Happy Day" on this one. This says "Be brave, be bold, be brilliant," which is lovely. Some more bugs. This was reasonably pricey. In fact, it shocked me because it was dearer on the till than what it was on the shelf. So I was like, oh well. Hubby actually paid for it for me, so I wasn't too worried. Isn't that terrible? Again, some list stickers here, so they're all stickers. There's some little, there's a don't forget, note to self, and right now just little rectangle stickers even. Some little other shaped stickers up there. Just thought they would be fun and different. Again, some more list stickers and some little arrow and banner stickers. And then a variety here of different like banners, arrows, flags, and little rectangle labels. It says do this now. And then again, just a different variety of flags, banners, labels, etc. Some with text, some with hearts. Don't forget, remember, seize the day, cool, this is your month, yes you can do it, you know, just all sorts of really positive things. So I thought that was super cool, and a really nice bit of acetate on the front cover, which, you know, I'll be keeping and using. I'm just throwing things on the floor as I get through them. I bought this sheet of stickers. I have this one already, but I use it a lot, and so I was running out of certain shapes in the set. Hopefully you can see it through the plastic okay. So they're glittery three-dimensional stickers, and I love them. Okay, now the next lot, no, one more thing from Kmart. I got this set of stamps. This was quite cheap. I also, the same day, bought my extra light that I'm using for recording. I can't show you because I'm using it at the moment to light my desk. So I just really liked actually the dragonfly, the ladybird, and the bee. But the rest of the set is also really lovely with the leaves and stuff. I haven't used it yet, haven't tested it out. So need to do that at some point. Okay, now to, no, not quite. I also bought 3 more glue sticks. I wasn't out and I wasn't close to needing any more, but they're on a back to school special. So really good price, less than half price. I thought I'll grab a few more. And then I bought myself another one of my favorite tacky glue, which I go through a lot of, so really important. Right, now to the mail, the things I ordered online. One of my favorite sellers, Scotty's Crafts Online. They're in Auckland, and they're my favorite seller, and every now and then they do really good specials, and they were doing a special that ran from before Christmas to well into the new year that was 50% off. Plus they also did, if you buy more than 5 or more items in the same order, you get free postage, and if you pay the postage they'll refund it if it falls within that deal. So I didn't know if that aspect was still running when I did my order, so I just paid for the postage. And then a few days later, because I ordered it kind of like between Christmas and New Year, sort of when they were back on deck, the first thing they did was refund the postage. So pretty cool. So all of this was half price. I bought this Dylusion stencil, teardrop stencil. I have used it in a video already, and it is really lovely. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I think you can through the plastic. I got this Ranger Earth Tone ink pad in bottle. Very limited selection because I was late coming into the sale, so a lot of things had already sold. But I thought I would go with that, and I've used that on camera as well already. And then I bought these, which I have not even tested yet, all half price. So Dylusions, we have 2 ink sprays. This one is Vibrant Turquoise and Laid Back Lilac. Looking forward to playing with those. And then this one is a shimmer spray, and it's got all the glittery stuff in the bottom, so it's got a ball. You need to shake it up well before you use it. Tangerine Dream. So I'm super excited to play with those at some stage. I need to do some more like splattery painty papers, so that was my mission with those. And then I also shopped with Ribbon and Rose, which is another company that sells out of Auckland. and bought myself a couple of wee Distress Ink minis. I ordered old paper and ordered Victorian Velvet, and they rang me and said Victorian Velvet was sold out and would I like to change to a different colour or wait 4 to 6 weeks for the new Victorian Velvet to come in. So I was like, I don't want to wait that long. I'll just order one of the other colours I'd been looking at, which was Ground Espresso. So I have given them a wee test, but I want to get more of these brushes so that I can have a brush specific, because I don't want to mix my vintage photo with my Ground Espresso. I want to keep them true, and I don't want to wash my brushes. So I haven't really, apart from testing them by just running them over a bit of paper, you know, just kind of like that, I haven't tested them in use for distressing and that sort of thing. So that's my new items that I've bought. Now let's get into some other bits and pieces. I was at my hubby's work on Friday. Sorry, just taking a sip of my coffee. And when I'm there, I always go around and look in the recycling bins and one of the office guys' rubbish bin, because he often has interesting things. He often saves things for me, but if it's not something that he thinks I might like, then it's well worth diving into his rubbish bin. And I found this amazing packing paper, like absolutely stunning. I've never seen packing paper this colour before. It's gorgeous. Now, it was covered in packing tape, absolutely covered, which is probably why he didn't even think about it for me. But the packing tape that had been used was such cheap quality. In the main, it just peeled right off, no issues. So I brought it home, just still all taped up, and peeled it all off, and it's fine. I lost a few bits around the edges, just bits that tore off, and I just kept that for collage because they're little bits. But how awesome is that? And then my husband tells me that there's a huge amount of this out in the warehouse that he thought was no good for me. So I'm hoping I must send him a message and remind him to grab it out and bring it home, because at the end of the day, if I can't use it, we can use it to light the fire or something, like it's not a problem. But if it's packaged with the same tape that can be peeled off, then it's like, I want it, baby. I really want it. It is beautiful colour. Love it. I was super happy. The other thing that I got from his work are these 2023 calendars. Little side note here is they had actually been given to my husband to give to me. And he had them sitting on his desk for, he said, several days. And then he looked at them and thought that I wouldn't be able to use them. So he binned them into the recycling bin. And as I was doing the rounds of the recycling bins, I saw them right down the bottom. And I was like, what's that? That looks interesting. And I had to dive right down to the bottom of the tall recycling bin. Very difficult because my arms, you know, my reach isn't that great, but I managed to get them. There was 4 of them, 4 still in their plastic wrap, so they're pristine. This one was out of its wrap, so it's got a few marks here and there. But it's not actually the calendar pages that I'm interested in, although I'll certainly be able to use them. I'll be able to, because they're quite thick paper, be able to collage them up, turn them into things. But it's the base of the calendar, so it's kind of like a desk calendar, so it sits, you know, the bottom flat like sits on the desk like that, if you can see. But it's beautiful metallic blue thick card, and it's ring bound with these beautiful thick wide rings on them that I played with, and I can get them open. I think this is going to make the most amazing journal covers. I will need to trim them down. Like, this is obviously the spine area, so I need to cut it here. May need to trim it down a bit more, or I might leave it full width. I don't know. I haven't played. But just gorgeous colour card, like fabulous. And these rings. And then I was sitting there over the weekend thinking, because they're rectangle holes here, and I was like, how am I going to replicate holes to make journal pages? And so I had a wee look. I just put into Google rectangle hole punch. And would you believe I found them? They've got them at Spotlight here in New Zealand, and they're currently on special. I haven't ordered one though, because even on special, I just, like, that would literally empty my bank account. So we'll have to wait. Even if I pay full price, that's fine. They're like $14 or $15 full price. So when I'm ready, I can grab a hole punch of the rectangle holes and create rectangle holes. So I've got 4 of these babies, and I just think they're going to be amazing. I can't believe my husband threw them out. It's like, what? Crazy man, crazy. And he's usually really good, so I was quite surprised. I think it just got to the point where he's sick of having them on his desk, and he just like, you know, she probably doesn't need them. Don't need any more junk at home. Ha ha ha. Yes. Okay. So, oops, got an avalanche happening. I did a round of the local op shops. So we call them op shops here in New Zealand. Other countries call them like thrift shops or secondhand shops. You know the gist. The last one that I went to, I was looking in particular for a novel. I've got all the series of the books except for the very first one, which I can't read any of them until I have the first one. So I've been hunting for it. And I talked to the lady, and she's like, no. And she says, I said something, I can't remember how it went, but basically found out that she was culling books from the shelves in the op shop and sending them to landfill. And I was like, no. And she said she just within the last couple of weeks, she had sent a couple of boxes of books off to landfill because they had sat on their shelves in the op shop for a good year or more. And so she's just going through and getting rid of anything that hadn't sold. And I says, no, like, I can use old books that aren't good for anything else, or, you know. And she says, well, I've got a few out on the counter that she is in the process of culling. So this was one of them. I had looked. Some of them just weren't ones that I was interested in. Nothing special, nothing really usable. So I didn't take everything. And she still wanted money for them, which is fair enough. But she sold them to me for half price. So normally their books are $1. So I got them for 50 cents. I got this gardening book. It's got some nice photographs in it, but it wasn't for those. It was more for the illustrations that are in here, and also the colour of the page, this like green. And I was like, that's super fun. And then the other pages are cream with green text. So I thought I would grab that for 50 cents. Like this cute little bee and ladybugs. So fun. So 50 cents, I thought that was worth it. I also picked up a whole set of the Hunger Games books. And I thought, 50 cents each. Why not? I've never read them, so I'd grab those as well. Save them from landfill. Now this came from the first op shop I went to. Haven't even opened it, as you can see. So just cutting off the curling ribbon there. I'll save that as well. And this big bundle was $2, and I saw it, and I didn't even look at everything that was in it. I thought, $2, that's a lot of paper, I'm grabbing it. So it's all kind of exercise books, so just regular, brand new exercise books. Well, this one's certainly brand new. This one I didn't know was in here. My husband actually saw it in the stack when I showed him what I found. It's a little activity book, and it's got little cool things in it, cool colouring pictures, puzzles, illustrations, and I thought, cool, I might be able to chop that up and use bits and pieces. Then there's this fun book which has got some dirty marks and stuff on it. I'm seeing it for the first time revealed. Cheap paper, like it's quite rough in texture, but super fun, like it's paper. I love paper. Can't go past cheap paper. This has had a name. Okay, so all of these have had names sort of covered over. This is actually the same brand, Kizzle. This is where I buy my presentation paper through now. It's the cheapest place I've found to get it, including postage. But just again, really nice. This is actually really nice, smooth, very smooth paper, lined paper. So great for journal pages, for putting on backs of things, for coffee dyeing. Just awesome. And there's 3, apart from the name on the front, that are, which are brand new. And then at the back, they've got this folded over kind of bit here. So heavy, quite heavy cardstock. So I can turn that into journal covers. $2. Super happy with that little bundle. Fabulous. Okay, I think that's all I got in my op shopping find. Like, I was after books specifically to read, and I didn't find what I want. But now let's go into Happy Mail. My lovely friend Prue up in Hamilton contacted me, and she had been given a book of I can't remember what she called it. It's a book for collage, basically. You cut out elements. It's not stickers, but it's elements to collage. And she said there's pages in it that she won't use it. Would I like them? And I didn't know what they looked like or anything. So she sent me, very kindly sent me the pages that she wasn't going to use. And there's some beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Like there's this kind of sea-themed one. And on the back, the back of each page has decorations on. Now, some of them, I understand why she wouldn't use them. I'm not sure how I'll use them. It may be in a Marguerite Miller collage where it kind of meets a prompt or something. So some of them aren't my style either, but I'm certainly going to keep them. I think these are super cute. These little fairies and flowers and these wee dragons, particularly these ones, are super cute. They remind me of How to Train Your Dragon. If you've seen that, they look very much in that style. And these, there's a panda, a penguin, and a polar bear dressed up in leather jackets and something. I think they are so cool. Love them. They are super cool. I think all the pages might have that same pattern. Then there's these really cool, interesting creatures. So there's some sea creatures and some other, I don't know whether they're all real or all make-believe. I tend to think they're all make-believe based off of a real creature. Then some more sea creatures, jellyfish. Very cool. Love that green too. The green's really pretty. And some steampunk, which is awesome. Do like a bit of steampunk. I don't very often work with it, but I do enjoy it. So super fun bits. These would be great for Marguerite Miller. Sometimes she has prompts like futuristic or mechanical or contraption, you know, those sorts of words, and so they'll be awesome for that. Again, some more steampunk. Super fun. I absolutely love this horse head here, which is made up of different bits of jewellery and little small parts. Like there's a clock down here, and there's some like nuts and bolts and bits and pieces that make up the horse head. It's really gorgeous. Love it. Then we have some more mythology here, which is super fun. I haven't seen the horse combined with the mermaid tail. That's different one on me. I haven't seen those, but they're fun. Fun unicorn here. And like Pegasus. And then a fawn. Oh, it's going to text my memory now on what they're all called. Oh, it doesn't matter. Another fawn there. Dragging out my memory of Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. Some more fantasy creatures here. That one's like a cat, but with lizard skin. Super cute. This one's really cute. And a wee leaf dragon there, and one based on an owl. So yeah, they're based on real creatures mostly, but then kind of made fantastical. Then just some interesting objects, some crystals. I'm not sure if that's a planet or a marble or something. Little shell, treasure box of gemstones, an old bell. So just fun bits and pieces. And then another ocean one. Really beautiful, highly decorative. And then another mythological based one. So we've got our winged horses, a minotaur. Can't remember the man on horse one. I should know it. It's bugging me. And this, not sure what this one is. Maybe a gargoyle type. Not sure. But really cool. So thank you, Prue. If you watch this, thank you very much. They will be useful and they will go into my collage bits. And I can well see most of them being used in Marguerite Miller. Oh, I missed a page. There's this page with the funny little zombie dolls. Again, probably come into their own on a Marguerite Miller. These cute little astronaut girls, wee cat and dog with mermaid tails. Just fun, you know, just fun. Right, my next bit of happy mail. I have been sent so much happy mail. I do thank you all so much for you just being so generous and kind. So this is from Mari. I'm just pulling it out, and she's written on the inside here, thinking about your lavender tea journal, which is not finished yet. So this is awesome because I will be able to use it. So there's this beautiful, gorgeous purple florist paper. Definitely going to have to include that in the journal because it's gorgeous colour. Fabulous. She sent me a bunch of these forms. So I think, is there one set or one set of these triplicate forms, which are so cool. Look at that. I haven't had a proper look actually. I just kind of looked at like that half. This white copy is really quite thick, and then the blue and yellow, the yellow's quite thick as well. The blue's a bit thinner, or is it? All actually reasonably thick, a lot thicker than my triplicate forms that I've got. I think they're going to be fun to do, and the white one may be a journal page. I think that could be a fun journal page. Then in here, which again I haven't opened, I've just kind of peeked through, wrapped in with these gorgeous, look at those, fun paper clips, awesome. More florist paper. Let's have a look what's in here. So we've got some embroidery thread in purple, absolutely fantastic, and purple buttons of various types. They are going to be awesome. I'm going to have to do some button embellishing. Ooh, fun. Yay. Thank you so much, Murray. Also sent me this beautiful book page, which has got this lovely delphinium picture on, purple delphinium, and a little miniature one here. And then there's lovely posy on the other side too, which has got a little bit of purple, but I think probably sent it more to me for this delphinium. Just lovely. So definitely need to make a bit of ephemera for my purple journal with that. And then these bits here, I'm just going to move these up to the top of my desk. Book pages, which are stunning. I have had a good look at these. Art Journal Illustrated Catalogue. It's beautiful thick paper, slightly sort of ivory creamy colour, with these amazing etchings on, illustrations that are just beautiful. I love these. Murray, if you could tell me how old this book is, what the publication date is, I would be most appreciative. I don't imagine it's old enough to scan or anything, but I'd just be really curious as to what year this book was put out. Just gorgeous, absolutely stunning illustrations. that wherever you got this book from, Mari, was a brilliant find, because those pages just excite me. They are beautiful. Right. We are on to the final piece of Happy Mail, which I haven't opened. So I've just covered over the addresses with some book page. This is from Pauline, who lives down near Manapuri, or in Manapuri, I'm not exactly sure, which is right down the South Island, quite low, very, I've never been there. I believe it's quite remote area of New Zealand. Very pretty area. And she sent me this Happy Mail, and she did say I could open it on camera, so I am opening it on camera. Oh, and the story behind this is that she was responsible for clearing out a family business office that had finished, and she kept a lot of the bits but didn't have, you know, wanted to send stuff to somebody but didn't know who. And then she came across my channel, and she's been following me for a wee while now, and she asked if I would like some of her finds out of the office from closing it down. It was like, oh yes please. And then she said she included other bits and pieces as well. So let's kind of go through it together and see what treasures. Straight away there's this little bit poking out from the side that I want to have a look at. Ribbon, grosgrain ribbon with mermaids on. How cute. That is adorable. I might have to do a mermaid journal. That's making me all enthusiastic to do a mermaid journal. That is so pretty. So pretty. Thank you, Pauline. That's awesome. I do love Happy Mail. Just is a happy thing, isn't it? That's why they call it Happy Mail. So I'm just kind of unfolding everything here. So we have a bunch of these, I call them lolly bags, because this is what you used to get like 20 and 50 cent mixtures in. And there were some more over here somewhere. Over here. So they're awesome. Love a good lolly bag. Fun to decorate up. I should actually have a session of decorating those. I don't think I've done one on camera. What have we got in here? I'll go over that bag in a minute. It's quite heavy, that little bag. We've got some pretty patterned tissue. So that one's got flowers and some paisley. That's pretty. I just want to keep control on this so it doesn't become a giant mess where I can't see what I'm doing. And this one's got, it's very hard to see, but it's like natural cracks and almost like a marble type pattern on it. Beautiful, both of these. Beautiful neutral colour palette, which is lovely. Ooh, we have some adding machine tape, and this is the real paper, not the thermal paper. That's exciting. Normally when I come across this in op shops, it's the thermal one, and I'm always a bit dubious about how well it will last. But this is actual like real paper, not this shiny thermal stuff. So that's awesome. Super fun. And here it looks like some maps. Dunedin maps, or a Dunedin map. Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. It's 2 sheets. That's cool. Love maps. That's awesome. And it's in New Zealand. Dunedin is a city in New Zealand down south. So, in case you weren't aware. We have some diary pages. Has it got a year on it? 1979. How fun is that? I was 8 years old. Actually, I wasn't quite 8 because that's before my birthday. But my birthday's in August. So I was 7, I think. Yeah, I would have been 7. What are these? That's cool where they've come out of whatever book or binding they were in. These are fun. Some sort of balance sheet or ledger sheet of like nothing I've ever seen before. Never seen anything in this particular format or style, but it's super cool. That is wonderful. And really, again, thick paper, beautiful paper. And it's kind of a greyish colour, really pretty grey, bluey grey almost. Okay, I'm just going to put this bag aside for a moment and we'll get to that maybe at the end. I want to do the paper stuff. Ooh, okay, I'm being distracted by things I keep saying. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, Pauline, you've just hidden things all over here. So we've got lace. Gorgeous, gorgeous old lace. That is stunning. That's going to be really pretty on like a belly band. That's amazing. And there's quite a bit of it there. Super fun. And then these tickets and little clips. Look at all these. And they're still all attached to each other. Oh my gosh. You're so kind, Pauline. These are so cool. I love these. And all different colours. So we've got blue, green, sort of an aqua green there. Purple, red, and orange. Oh my gosh, they are super cool. Love those. And let's face it, I love everything, but you know. And then we've got some big sheets. Big sheets. Wow, how big. This is really long. There's like 2 sheets of this. This is that's about a metre long, I think. Well, getting close to a metre long. That's a long bit of paper. Long ledger. I'm just going to try and do a rough 30, not quite a metre. We are at 30, 60, 80, about 83 centimetres, so 3/4 of a metre, over 3/4 of a metre long. That's amazing, and it's a beautiful green lines, and the paper itself is slightly green as well. That is so cool. You had the most coolest things in that office, Pauline. Like, wow. I'm going to have to do some projects, I can see. Definitely going to have to do some projects. And then there's another one here. So I've got 3 sheets of it. Oh my goodness. Right, this is what caught my eye. It's like a studded leather bit of a belt. That is so fun. I might have to like cut it into 3s and then use 3 to embellish, because then I'm going to get the most mileage, aren't I? I'm going to be able to use it on multiple projects if I just take like a strip of 3 at a time. And I should, I think, be able to cut it okay. That's so cool. Very unexpected, very different, and very cool. That one's on crooked, but I don't mind. I don't think I can spin it around. But that's fine. That just adds an interesting quirk, doesn't it? Okay, what else do we have here, Pauline? This is just amazing. Let's deal with this tissue on the bottom. So I believe this is the wrapping for like paper products, bathroom products. I think Talk is a brand that my husband's workplace use, but I haven't seen this pattern before, and it's beautiful printed tissue, just absolutely gorgeous. And again, in those neutrals, going to be so useful. And then there's another bit of tissue at the, or a couple bits at the bottom. So let's grab those out as well. And this is more like a little bit like glassine, I imagine, but tissue. It's probably more tissue actually when I think about it. Christchurch cleaning supplies. So that's the local city to me, Christchurch. It's got these very cool, oh, some silver. There's some silver crowns on it there. That's cool. And this is a cover for toilet tissue, which I suspect this leafy one is as well. And that does not bother me at all. Some people get funny about things like toilet rolls and stuff, but it doesn't bother me. It's all good, useful stuff. So here we've got a bunch of duplicate forms. And so the original is white and the duplicate is yellow. All numbered. Beautiful, just lined space there. Going to have to do a project with so much of this stuff. Look at these fun paper clips. Aren't they awesome? They are so cute. So, fun paper clips. Receipts. Old receipts from 1900 something. Probably the 70s, I'm guessing. Awesome. And what are these? Voucher. Bank vouchers. Interesting. Card hold. Ah, this is when you'd use a credit card and would have to, you know, zap it through the machine and then sign it. I think that's what they're from. They are cool. Don't have any of those, so that's fun. Oh, some stamped bank. Westpac Trust, that's a while ago, 1998, because it's no longer called Westpac Trust. And that Westpac Trust was when two different bank branches or banks merged. So Westpac and Trust Bank merged and became Westpac Trust, and now it's just Westpac. So that's fun to have that stamp there. Cool little bits. Ooh, this is the full Zip Zappy bit, complete with the what's it called? Ah, it's gone out of my brain. The stuff that transfers the details. Oh my gosh, it's gone out of my head. Price list with typewritten prices. That's fun. Disinfectants, Dettol, Dust, dog food. They are so fun. Dog food again, drinking chocolate, cleaners. And they're all been punched, so they're out of a little binder. Antelope powder. I've never heard of such a thing. I wonder what that is. Arrowroot, asparagus. Very interesting, eclectic lot of products. Biscuits, crackers, more biscuits. Yum, that's making me hungry. Fertilizer, mushroom sauce, mussels, herrings, fish, anchovies, pilchards. Interesting, really interesting. And we've got a deposit form for Westpac Trust Bank, back when it was known as such. And tear off strips along the bottom. That is so fun. So many wonderful goodies to play with that are new, like new to me. And that's always inspiring, isn't it? This company, Go Orange, is out of business now. Okay. I kept these for the numbers. So she's written me a few little notes here. Oh, yes. Yep. Yes, I can see why you keep them for the numbers, Pauline. They are very fun. And even just like using the bits of paper and things as well. Some more numbers. So this is the company Go Orange that is no longer in business. More fun numbers. Ooh. Tourism Holdings Limited. Voucher number. Even though that's torn off from the rest of it, that still makes a cool little bit of ephemera just as is. And then looks like they're in duplicate. They are. That's super fun. How cool. There's a bunch of those. And then some more different ones. And then a bit of this stuff that I can't remember the name of. It's gone out my head. It has a few things today, actually, hasn't it? And then some more of these Go Orange travel ticket stubs, I guess is what you would call them. So Go Orange must have been like a travel company, I'm assuming, that operated down, and this may have been the business that you took these things from, or one of the businesses that you did business with out of the family business. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just guessing, doesn't really matter. But oh my gosh, you've sent me so many fun things, just so cool. Right, let's get to this last thing that I've been saving to last, this bag here of goodies. Okay, put paper clips to the side so I can see there's all sorts of fun bits in here. So we've got some beautiful pink feathers. Aren't they gorgeous? They're super pretty and so soft. Like some of the feathers, like the cheap craft feathers that you buy in like the children's section, are really coarse. They're either coarse or they're so fine that they just fall apart. These are beautiful. They are really pretty. So we have some beads. Lots of different beads. These ones are cool. I like those ones. They're fun. Like teardrop shape, and these round ones. So all sorts of different beads, and there's a little crimp there. There's a wee flower. Ribbon rose. Oh, there's several of those. They are pretty. And they're gorgeous. There's another pearl bead. Here's one of those strips off the belt. I'm assuming it's a belt. So there's one of the strips of 3. Lots of these little roses, which is so pretty. Pretty. Another bead. Oh, lots of beads. Sorry, I'm going a bit croaky. Beads, some more crimps. Little cog, and there's a bigger cog. On a wee angel dangle made out of beads. That's super pretty. There's some wee gold jump rings. Just put those on one of these seashells. So there's a bunch of these cool little shells. They've been glittered up, which is really fun. Another crimp and another pearl bead, and some more of these. And then there's a bit of power that's been coloured. More shells, and some shells on a bit of this plastic string. That takes me back. Mum had a necklace way back that had those sorts of beads on it. I'd forgotten about that. That's very much a blast from the past. And then there's another jump ring. Put that with the others. We've got this beautiful like printed Hessian burlap. I'm not sure what it exactly is called, but that sort of thing, and it's printed with leaves, and it's in a beautiful beautiful color. It's really fun. And then some cheesecloth by the looks of it. Wow, you have thoroughly spoilt me, as all of you lovely people who've sent me happy mail. You've all spoilt me. I just can't say thank you enough. You've given me so much inspiration and things to play with, and I am incredibly grateful and humbled that you would see to, you know, oh, I forgot to show this little, this is actually heavy. It's like a necklace pendant, but it's stunning with all those glittery stones there, and beautiful black and white image that like would have to surely go as a dangle, although I'm like, I could put that on a chain and wear it because it really is quite beautiful. I'm sure that's valid as well, as if I choose to actually go, actually no, I'm just going to wear that as a piece of jewellery because it's lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who sent me happy mail. Thank you for being here to watch the video. I hope you enjoyed the little look through of everything. That kind of brings up to date now with my last few bits of shopping and bits and pieces. Yeah, just thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. You're the best. Take care, everybody, and I'll be back again with another video tomorrow. Bye for now.